2009, Highlights magazine asked kids to take a survey, asking what their biggest daily problem was. They found that homework and studying for tests far outpaced every other difficulty, including dealing with bullies, money issues, and illness.
We asked 4 professionals how they felt about societal pressures on students to be well-rounded. This includes being very academically competitive and the effects that too much homework may have on students' health.
In 1999, a study revealed that the amount of homework for 9-year-olds in the U.S. had increased by 40% to over 2 hours a night.
In 1997, they were doing 2 hours of homework. It's ridiculous. Baffling. Baffling!
It's not uncommon right now for me to hear kids saying that they were up until 3 in the morning doing homework. I do think that there really is no reason for any one kid to be spending hours and hours and hours every single night doing homework. I've never found that to be useful.
I'm not shocked. When you told me at the beginning, Macy, what you wanted to talk about, the impact of homework on kids, the immediate thought that I had was of me as a mom with my 2 daughters.
As long as school exists, there will always be homework. And as long as it exists, there are ways to minimize its effects. Homework is used as a tool to help students learn. But in many cases, students have already learned the material and must simply do the homework to do it. And many educators and parents are worried that students may actually become bored if they're spending too much time on homework each night. Data from the National Assessment of Educational Progress has proved that in 1994, 26% of 17-year-olds said that they did at least 1 to 2 hours of homework each night, and the numbers have only gone up. That's where improvements can be made. By reducing the amount of homework the students do even if they know the material. By specializing homework and allowing students to focus on areas they need to work in, it effectively reduces the sheer workload as well as improving retention in all subjects. Now I know that everyone's thinking, teachers can't possibly be expected to specialize everyone's homework. Well, there are ways that homework can become self-specialized. Teachers can give out packets at the beginning of a unit containing all the homework. And by working through each day with the students, it allows students to budget their time more effectively. By doing this, teachers allow students that are ahead in a subject can go ahead and finish their homework when they have time. And students that don't know the material can work on it in class with a teacher. By doing this, it will also prepare students for college, when they'll have to budget their own time and work on it when they see fit.
Like how we do it in chemistry, we have a homework packet where we have one due date and the students can do it gradually when they have time to do it.
I think we naturally do that anyways by when kids come in for extra help. And naturally, while we're trying to teach you how to do that, we'll come up with more examples. And we'll keep coming up with more examples, and keep having you do more examples until you understand what you're doing. If you understand what you're doing right away, you don't ask for help, and you don't do further examples.
This method will keep the workload off of the teacher at the same time while tailoring their assignments to each individual student. Harris Cooper, a professor of psychology and director of Duke's educational program, pointed out that many teachers don't have the skills to give students homework that doesn't turn them off learning. today's academic setting, there are many different levels of training for teachers on the topic of designing better homework for their students. Some schools don't offer any training at all, and those teachers often wish that they had. As published by the Washington Post, 90% of students report having felt stress related to homework. 1/3 say that they feel distress frequently, and about 1/4 say their homework is mostly busy work. A perfect example of specialization in action is Acalanes High School in South Australia. At Acalanes, teachers are allowed to change their homework based on the age and ability of their individual classes. In response, students are taking many APs as well as tons of extracurricular activities. As described by the school nurse Laura Celestino, sleep becomes the one part of their schedule that is expendable. It has been proven in practice and theory day in and day out that it is effective. In the end, high school all comes down to that next level, college. And by giving students time to do their own thing, their own way, it can prepare them for that next step.
In college, when it's due, you have to turn it in. You have no excuses for late work, so it is a little bit different. You have to be more responsible about it in college, but it's not any different than when I was in high school.
Another way to ensure that students are dealing with a manageable amount of stress without taking away their out-of-school activities could be to introduce an academic schedule similar to college. This means that students would be able to take a 6-credit course load. However, they would only have 2 to 3 classes a day a couple days a week, therefore spacing out which subjects they can focus on at a particular time rather than trying to complete 6 or more homework assignments or projects per day. I asked Danielle Tandock about her thoughts on a college academic schedule. She responded with the following opinion.
Do you think of high schools changing their school schedule to more of a college schedule where you only have 2 or 3 classes a day, a couple times a week?
Oh my gosh, that'd be awesome.
Do you think that it would help students manage their time more
Yes.
efficiently, lower
Yes.
stress,
Yes.
lower anxiety, depression, stuff like that?
And I think that's also why you have some students who are not successful in high school. When they go to college, they're very successful because you don't have 6 classes to focus on. You are not going by somebody else's rules, schedules, whatnot. You get to choose it all, and it's about you. It's about your learning, not in what you want to learn, and not what it is that somebody else tells you that you need to learn.
Right.
I also asked psychiatrist Diane Singleton about her thoughts on how students would respond to a college schedule.
I feel that maybe a schedule more like college might be more manageable for students with their stress, assuming that you have 2 to 3 classes a day, twice a week, so that way you can manage your homework and your time better.
For some students, yes. For other students, no. It depends on the home experience. Because for some kids, school is their safe haven from these situations in their home life.
According to an interview done by Adelaide, because homework is not so much as it used to be about enough homework to cover drills and skills at night, but rather about students planning how to finish a certain amount of work in a set of time. Due to the overload of coursework for each class, a college day schedule would make the most sense as to solve the issue of stressing over loads of homework and ultimately relieve students of feeling as though they must finish all of their homework every night in order to be the best of the class. Parents are always worried about whether their children are happy and productive members of society. Both specialized homework or college-like school days have great potential to relieve stress on families. Which idea do you think is best?